Live from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the Network News for Monday, August 22nd, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, DTP quashed private criminal charges against Anderson and Keaton Peters. Chief Environmental Health Officer doubts possible linkage between water quality and gastro. New location for derelict vehicles as residents tag it unhealthy, unsightly, and a breeding ground for rodents. And around the globe, in the region, Guyana's president assures more jobs for Guyanese citizens, but fails to address pressing local issues. In international news, U.S. reports 30% surge in monkeypox cases in 1 week. And coming up in sports, Teddy shines, but rain forced a no result. And we'll have the NACAC championship results. Details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
The Director of Public Prosecutions, Christopher Nelson, has stamped his authority on removal of criminal charges against Anderson and Keaton Peters less than 3 days after it was filed. Rena Pierre-Thomas tells us more.
Grenada's Director of Public Prosecution, Christopher Nelson, told GBN that he has discontinued all private criminal charges filed against Grenada's javelin champion Anderson Peters and his brother Keaton Peters.
Yes, well, I've been made aware of the criminal charges that were filed, and I have a short while ago discontinued all the criminal charges that were filed against the Peters brothers.
The attempted criminal charges against the brothers were filed by local attorneys representing the Harbour Master, Dylan Charles and Cajerton Hood, last Friday. The DPP explained why he ended the lawyer's attempt to charge the brothers.
I have reviewed all the facts and circumstances of this matter and advised the police on the initial charges. What was attempted to be proceeded with by Mr. Hood, in my view, does not warrant prosecution. It has to do with, one, what is alleged, two, the reliability or credibility of it, and three, having regard to the overall picture, what transpired. It's not in the public interest to proceed with these matters.
GBN also spoke to attorney-at-law Cajetan Hood, who said that on Monday morning they received a letter from the office of the DPP.
Well, we actually filed 3 charges against Anderson Peters and 2 against Kidan Peters. We are waiting on a date for the hearing, and even before we got a date from the hearing, we received this morning from the DPP's office documents signed by the DPP informing us that he used his powers under the Constitution of Grenada to discontinue the private criminal complaints against the 2 brothers.
The lawyer says that they are still having ongoing dialogue between both parties on the release of the Harbour Master.
I leave it up to the public to decide whether or not it was a proper exercise of the DPP's power at this point in time. I have spoken to my clients and I'm awaiting instructions from them as to how to proceed, how they wish to proceed. There are some discussions held this afternoon rather. There has been no resolution up to this point. Our clients, we are awaiting further information to support the position of the other side on that matter.
The MV Harbour Master is still at the center of the civil suit between the Peters brothers and owners of the boat. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Hanover Construction Company Limited says they're now considering its legal options against a local newspaper over what it considers misleading allegations. More in this report.
Kavita Maharaji, one of the directors of Hanover Construction Company, has indicated that her company is now exploring its legal option in dealing with what they referred to as defamatory statements published in a local newspaper. The article published in The New Today in its edition of the week ending Friday 19th August 2022 laid out several issues on the Library Road project, which was contracted to HCCL by the previous government, and other allegations surrounding the company. In a press release, HCCL stated that they had no issue with the utterance of the Honorable Minister Cornwall in the article, but take serious offences to certain false and misleading allegations made by the publisher, which was calculated to create mischief and sully its reputation. The release went further to say, and I quote, had the publisher engaged in responsible journalism, it would have availed itself to HCCL's website, which shows the legacy of Hanover's multiple admired and flagship projects undertaken by the company in Trinidad and Tobago. Hanover denied there were any attempt by the New Today to contact any officer of the company and considered the article as imbalanced and lacking journalistic integrity. Director Maharaji, who was unable to do an interview with GBN at the time, said the matter is now in the hands of their attorney. She said, and I quote, "What I can say is that work is presently undergoing on the Library Road, and the contractor will be doing his best to accelerate this work as soon as possible." End quote. Consultant to the New Today newspaper, George Worm, told GBN he is standing by the words of the article, saying it was reported that the newspaper contacted an associate of the company and was not able to reach any company officials. Worm urged the construction company to tell the Grenadian people when the Library Road project will be completed and be transparent if there are any hiccups. He concluded that with regards to the claims of legal action being taken, he will not comment on what has not happened. GBN also sought a comment from the Minister for Infrastructure and Physical Development, Dennis Cornwall, but was told that he was occupied at the time. The newly appointed Press Secretary to Government, Tahira Carter, did promise that the minister will accommodate an interview in the coming days. Hanover Construction Company Limited was contracted to conduct a 2,610-kilometer asphalt road at the Library, along with the construction of retaining walls to prevent land slippage, driveways for the convenience of residents and businesses, and curb and slippage drain for proper drainage. This project was estimated to be completed on August 6, 2022. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The Ministry of Health is continuing to investigate the cause of increases in gastroenteritis on the island, but one health inspector is doubting a possible linkage to water supplied at the taps. Sherry-Ann Blackman-Stephen has this report.
Chief Environmental Health Officer Andre Worm says his belief is that if the water supplied to the taps was responsible, the cases of gastro will be much higher. He said further investigations must be done so that they can make the appropriate epidemiological association.
We cannot definitively indicate at this point in time that the gastro situation is due to Nawasa's water. We cannot make that kind of association as yet.
He said that in the process of investigation, water within the distribution system in communities where there are cases of gastro will be tested. Worm says it is standard practice that the Ministry of Health conduct weekly reviews on samples taken by Nawasa. However, due to constraints at the ministry, this was not done over the past couple months.
For a couple months, possibly. So I can tell you that yes, there is need for us to do our own independent assessment.
He says, however, that Nawasa has its own internal quality control systems and says from his department's assessment, the water supplied to our taps is of good quality. Some persons have queried a possible linkage between the quality of water flowing through the taps and the outbreak of gastro. There have been reports of a shortage of alum and chlorine or changes in the formulation of substances used in the purification of raw water before it's distributed to the public. Our news desk brought the concerns about the possible poor water quality to Communication Supervisor at the National Water and Sewage Authority, NAWASA, Jamila Lewis. In response, she said the water safety is a priority to NAWASA. In a statement to GBN News, the company said, and I quote, Nawasa, as part of our routine operations, monitors the quality of the water supply. Our supply is consistently within the WHO international standards for drinking water quality, making same safe for consumption. To date, Nawasa has not been alerted by the MOH that there is any evidence of a link between the recent outbreaks of gastro and the quality of the supply of water. In light of this, Nawasa is unable to comment on any link between the quality of the water supply and the outbreaks of gastro. End of quote. Worm was asked if this concern was brought to the ministry's attention.
No, I cannot speak to the Nawasa's resources and in terms of whether or not their resources have been replenished or changed as the case may be.
Gastro, as it is commonly referred to, is an inflammation of the stomach and intestines, typically resulting from bacterial toxins or viral infection, and causes vomiting and diarrhea. The number of cases has already surpassed 1,000. Children under the age of 5 account for close to 400, while children 5 and over account for 887 cases. Cherry-Ann Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, new location for derelict vehicles as residents tag it unhealthy, unsightly, and a breeding ground for rodents. Stay with us.
This summer, make your dreams a reality with the Co-op Bank Summer Sizzle Loan. Get up to $35,000 and qualify to win amazing prizes. You can win day passes for 2 or vouchers for school supplies. Take that trip you've been longing for. Enjoy the carnival season. Have the wedding of your dreams. Make those home renovations or send your children back to school well prepared and fully equipped. Make this summer sizzle with the Co-op Bank Summer Sizzle Loan. Visit your nearest retail banking unit for more details. Special terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average usage has decreased.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada. Pfizer celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Grenada, get ready to win with the all-new Supermarket Sweep, the Back-to-School Edition, on Saturday, September 3rd. Be at Tantine Playing Field from 2 p.m. Take part in our fun and exciting games and get a chance to win one of 24 $350 hampers or one of 20 bonus hampers valued up to $100, plus 50 school bags, a total of 100 giveaways. We've also got live entertainment and a bouncing castle for the kids. Tantine Playing Field comes alive on September 3rd. This is your chance to win. It's the Supermarket Sweep Back to School Edition, a game for we.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Queen's Park location is no longer suitable for storage of derelict and baling of scrap metal. This has become an eyesore for residents in its present location. More in this report from Chrislena John.
The Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority is in the process of securing an alternative location for the baling of their scrap metal. That's according to Integrated Resource Manager for Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Alan Gilbert. The current location for scrap collection and baling at Queen's Park, a former central garage, has been rejected by residents who viewed it as unhealthy and unsightly and a breeding ground for rodents.
Had a challenge with finding another suitable location, and we've had challenges with the Queen's Park location. It's in a semi-industrial area, but we have challenges with it being around a residential area. And we have recently secured an agreement for another property outside of St. George's in the Point Celine area, and that is more secure and away from eyes and away from residential areas. So that is going to come on stream soon, and that we will hope to see collection being ramped up.
The collection of derelicts started a few months ago, more so in the parish of St. George. A more robust approach is being delayed, Gilbert says, as the company awaits approval to operate a more structured program.
So we have not moved into high gear as yet, and that's because we're pending an approval of an agreement that is between our foreign private partner, and that will be between the authority and the other agencies, the other ministries. So that is pending, but it's due to be approved soon, and so that is slowing the process down of us moving into high gear where we can do more wide-scale collection.
He says Trinidad's 6 months ban on the purchase or import of scrap metal does not directly impact GSWMA. The Integrated Resource Manager explained the process after collection is made.
So far, we have shipped out some of the cubes. We call it scrap metal in the form of cubes, and those are going overseas for recycling. Solid Waste Authority does not do direct export. So our partners, our private partners, and even the local recyclers are the ones who would either buy the scrap metal from us or collect for themselves, bring it and pay us to bale it, and then they would do the export.
Gilbert says they have had the cooperation of vehicle owners and community support in reporting derelicts, which have made the process seamless. Collection continues, but at a slower pace with advanced derelicts. Chrislina John, GBN News.
The Sandals Foundation Grenada and Great Shape Inc.'s free dental clinic is in full swing at the National Cricket Stadium. A group of volunteer dentists from Canada and the United States are on island providing 3 weeks of free dental service to Grenadians.
Free dental care, your smile means a lot. Over 500 Grenadians have already benefited from free dental services provided by a group of volunteer dentists from Canada and the United States. Joseph Wright is the executive director of Great Shape Inc., which is a non-profit organization based in the U.S.
When patients come to our clinic, they're going to sign up for what they think they need, whether it's a cleaning or filling or extraction. But when you actually get here, the dentist is going to give you an examination, and they might give you some suggestion about a priority for the best oral health care for you in this moment. Because we can't do everything for you, we're going to pick 1 or 2 things that we can do for you while you're here. So you should work the dentist to choose the best procedure that's going to give you the most impact while you're here. And just a reminder, everything is free, 100% free. The only thing we ask is for a nice bright smile and some appreciation for our volunteers.
Wright encourages people to keep regular tabs on their teeth.
I also want to tell the Grenadian people that make sure you see the dentist once or twice a year. If you have a small hole in your tooth, get it filled right away. Don't let it become a big hole, a cavity, where you're going to be in pain and then they're going to have to extract the tooth. So go to the dentist regularly, get your teeth cleaned at least once a year, twice a year, and brush your teeth, of course, twice a day, at least every day, especially after meals. If people think that that the best toothbrush is the hard bristled toothbrush. And actually, the proper toothbrush is the soft one. So always buy the soft toothbrush because you won't damage your gums.
Dr. Judy Dubois, senior dental surgeon in the Ministry of Health, partnered with Great Shape Inc. for this initiative.
And of course, Grenada always welcomes these kinds of missions to our shores because when they come, we benefit a lot, especially our children. And so, because dentistry is very expensive, and this kind of assistance is very welcome. The team is made up of foreign operators, which means the dentists, the hygienists, and so. But we have Grenadian volunteers. We also have from my department, the dental department, we have some of our dental assistants operating here as well, which we're very happy about.
Dillian Forrester, Public Relations Manager at Sandals Grenada Resort, tells us anyone can access the services of cleaning, extraction, and filling by making their appointments through WhatsApp number 533-0676 or 415-3438. Forrester expressed thanks to all partners in this initiative, which goes up to September 2nd. Christina John, GBN News.
Well, what a great initiative. We thank the volunteers. A number of primary school students were part of a program that enlightened them on science, technology, and innovation with food and nutrition. You'll hear directly from the students how the program benefited them. More in this report.
Several students of Beacon Junior School were exposed to science, technology, and innovation with food and nutrition, sustainability and security being the focus during an Agri-Hub initiative. This initiative has been ongoing for more than 3 years in schools across the island. The program is important for the school's curriculum development, says Dwayne Mitchell, lead consultant of the Agri-Hub Curriculum Support Services.
But most importantly, towards the student learning, toward the academic development as they start the new school term come September. So we are doing a pre-learning program with them with the introduction of science, technology, and innovation. So they are applying those learning principles to prepare them for September and the new school year, as a matter of fact. So we're bridging that gap, that learning gap that exists within our education system so that they can be well-rounded students.
Prince Stanislaus and Devoni Rache, students enrolled in the program, tell of how the program can benefit them now and throughout their lives.
Putting me because I am learning that and I can teach other people how that we can preserve and keep food security upheld.
It boosts our food production by letting the pollinators do what they need to do. It actually boosts most raw fruits and raw plants.
Principal of the institution, Dr. Cheryl Barnaby Bishop, believes the integration of these important areas will foster greater learning.
To be quite honest with you, I'm fascinated right now. I'm also elated because we're in the 21st century and learning in our classrooms really have to change, must change. And so the whole idea, because technology has certainly changed the scope of learning, the scope of almost everything. And it's important for our children now to see the link between what the traditional subject areas that they're accustomed to cover, and now see how technology can now integrate all of them.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Well, Anderson Peters and his brother Keaton Peters' lawyer wants the defense lawyer to fight the legal battle in a courtroom rather than in the public domain. And that's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. Derek Sylvester, the lawyer representing Anderson Peters, and his brother Keaton Peters is calling on Hood to desist from trying the case in the public and desist from giving the impression that the hearing of these matters should be determined on social media.
The local lawyers representing the harbour master filed private criminal charges against Grenada javelin champion Anderson Peters and his brother Keaton Peters on Friday.
It appears that the Peters want a protracted war, I call it war, with these people. It appears so. It appears there is a deliberate effort to damage the business interests of our clients.
Social media users took to the comment section to express concerns about this latest development. The following views are of members of the public and not of the GBN. Glenn said, yes, let the evidence be produced in a court of law. Some people prefer the court to be on social media. Social media court. Joe said, okay, so the crew just watched Anderson and bit him? Even the judge said Anderson was the instigator. Pat added, in the video where the lawyer for the boat was talking, you were in the same room. Why didn't you say that then? But you come on now to speak. Something's not adding up from you. Plus, he's the hero of the country. Why are you not letting him come out and speak to the country? Clear up his name for the public if he had no part to play. Dennis said, I do not understand why all this drama is about whether or not the Peters brothers were the instigators. You just cannot take the law into your own hands by 6 of you all beating him up and throwing him overboard. So what do you want the court to do now when you already taken the law into your own hands? In other words, you felt satisfied that beating him up and throwing him overboard was justice for whatever he and his brother did. So my question is, what is the issue now? Louise said, this is so unethical. Lawyers fighting their case on social media. So many judges and juries. This case is a total farce. The truth will never be told. Too much they say and hearsay. The balance of prejudice is too high for anyone to get a fair judgment. The social media trend in Grenada shows that whatever the final outcome, the provocateur hero fans will not be satisfied. Kelly said, I'm starting to believe Anderson was on something that night. I think the lawyer should request a court order for a hair follicle drug test. And Rhonda said, why are you all frightened to let it go to court? I want to hear the true story about the bad behaved little hero. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still ahead, improving irrigation in Carriacou. This is News at 7.
This is Sammy coming back from Juve. Here comes Sammy again. This time, he is hurrying to join the fancy mass band. It is now after Carnival. Sammy and Robbie are liming on Wall Street.
Come on, Sammy, man. That's where you're throwing the bull? Oh, you don't have respect for the environment, or what?
Got just one bone and the dog eating that just now?
Oh, yeah, not only dog, rat too. Throwing bone on the ground so the cause rodent. And besides, you don't looking good, man.
God, man, I mean, this kind of talk you're spoiling the line, man. Relax yourself now.
I can't relax when you're dotting up the environment, so do the right thing.
All right.
Nice. Let me head for the garbage bin.
Let's keep our islands clean. Take your garbage with you if no bins are available. Don't throw garbage out of vehicles and on the streets. Stop, think, use the bins. A message from the Department of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Anse. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back to Broadcast News. An irrigation scheme is being looked at to improve the agriculture sector on the Sister Isles. More in this story.
The government of Grenada is looking at ways to address the water situation in Carriacou and PT Martinique. A joint partnership between government and the Caribbean Development Bank seeks to tackle water scarcity there by 2023. The effort is being spearheaded by the Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government, with support from the Caribbean Development Bank funded Sustainable Agriculture and Enterprise Program, SAEP. SAEP's project manager, Byron Campbell, recently headed a team that included CDB officials visiting proposed sites in Carriacou for the installation of irrigation systems in areas such as Limlaire, Dumfries, Mount Pleasant, Bel Air, and Grand Bay. Acting Chief for the CDB Social Sector, Dr. Martin Batiste, said these projects will lend to food and nutrition security.
Our team is right now looking at what has transpired so far. I know that our expectation is that by next year, all the projects will be completed, and therefore the support for the agriculture and the irrigation sector would have been delivered, so that we have better access to food and nutrition security, but as well to make sure that the water scarce reality in Carriacou is mitigated further by the support we're giving for the well and the irrigation system here in Carriacou and Petit Martinique.
The partnership will also entail the development of feeder roads to afford farmers better access to their farms. Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, Tevin Andrew, promises his ministry's support in rolling out this project. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Canadians in the diaspora who missed Spice Mass 2022 got a chance to participate, at least by sight, with Carnival in New York. Take a look at what the GBN ISAW lens captured.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Claire Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Claire Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clairvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Claire Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's ISAW features photographs from Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique Day in New York. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique Cultural Festival Day, better known as Grenada Day, is a cultural exposition for people in the diaspora to explore the Tri-Island nation's history, customs, and traditions. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And stay with us. We'll be back with our sports report.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Ready for school with the coolest deals from Courts. Free gift with your back-to-school purchases. Plus big discounts on cell phones, computers, printers, televisions, and more. Shop today with no cash and get instant credit on 3 to 48 months credit plan. Save big with great deals and head back to school in style. Only from Courts. Bringing value home. Conditions apply.
If there
there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now! We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
All right, sports fans, let's see what's been happening in the world of sports. Amanda Crawford and Deshawn Pierre finished in 7th and 10th, respectively, in their individual events in the 4th North America, Central America, and the Caribbean Athletics Championships. That's the NACAC. Crawford completed the final of the 200 meters, stopping the clock with a time of 23.91 seconds. Pierre jumped 2.05 meters in the high jump, which is outside of his season's best of 2.19 meters. Nazio John was ruled unfit to compete after sustaining an injury at the World Under-20 Championships in Colombia. Hence, he didn't travel to the Bahamas. And Josh Boateng was forced out of the games due to a positive COVID test. The meet took place in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Bahamas, over the weekend. Meanwhile, 12 nationals already on partial sports scholarships have received financial assistance from the Grenada Football Association. FA Chief Marlon Glean says assistance was also sought from the government of Grenada.
The United States, all of them are on partial scholarships. So they had reached out to the FA for support, financial support to cover the rest of their tuition fees, housing, and meals. The GFA had a number of meetings with the Ministry of Sports. Government, through the National Lottery, would provide support, financial support, to cover some of the tuition and fees, and the GFA will provide the rest.
And Grenada's Teddy Bishop top scored, but rain forced a no result in the decisive final List A 50-over match, bringing an end to a compelling 3-match series between West Indies A team and Bangladesh A team at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground on Saturday. Grenada's Teddy Bishop top scored with 60, and Tejnareen Chanderpaul got 43 knocks, which propelled West Indies A to 238-9 off their 50 overs. In reply, Bangladesh A recovered from 7-2 in the second over to reach 61-3 in the 16th over before the showers arrived to end the match prematurely. Choosing to bat first, West Indies A were handed a strong start by Chanderpaul, who struck 3 fours at a 6 and a 59-ball knock to engineer a 67-run opening stand with captain Joshua De Silva, who scored 23. Fast bowler Sherman Lewis scored 2-18, then put West Indies A in command, knocking over Mohammed Naim for 3 and Saif Hassan at 2 in the second over of the run chase. The series finished in a 1-1 draw, though, the hosts having won the opener by 4 wickets and then losing the second game by 44 runs. And Kyle Myers scored a brilliant second ODI century and his first on home soil, but his 105 wasn't enough as West Indies went under to New Zealand in a high-scoring contest on Sunday night. Under lights at the picturesque Kensington Oval, the visitors produced a superb run chase to overhaul a target of 302 in the decisive third encounter and complete the win. Myers' knock led West Indies to their highest total against New Zealand in 8 years, But the black-capped batters played well throughout their reply to record the third highest run chase at the venue with 17 balls to spare. They took the CG United Series 2-1. Man of the match and stand-in skipper Tom Latham led the effort with 69 off 75 balls, scoring one of 4 half-centuries as Daryl Mitchell scored 63, Martin Guptill 57, and Devin Conway 56. All weighed in. And that's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now we'll leave the shores of Grenada and see what's been happening around the globe. We'll start in the region. President Ali tells Trinidadian journalists that more jobs will be created for Guyanese citizens, but fails to say if they will get more money in their pockets from Guyana's oil sector. More from HGPTV News.
President Mohamed Irfan Ali on Friday told a Trinidadian business journalist, Curtis Williams, that his government will create more jobs for Guyanese, but failed to say if the country's oil sector will put the money in their pockets. Ali is presently in Trinidad for the island's Agri-Forum. Williams, a lead editor with Guardian Media, a Trinidadian media entity, conducted a one-on-one interview with him that was broadcast live on Facebook. Ali bragged about how his government, with the help of revenues from its oil resource, will make capital investments to transform the country via a number of projects, including infrastructure. While Williams acknowledged that Ali's capital spending can grow Guyana's economy, he proceeded to ask the president how he is going to deal with the legitimate expectations of Guyanese of wanting more money in their pockets and more jobs.
The United States has reported more than 14,000 confirmed monkeypox infections, a weekly increase of 30%. White House officials are trying to secure an additional 2 million doses of vaccines for the prevention of the disease. More in this Al Jazeera report.
So my name's Matt, I have monkeypox. This sucks and you don't want it.
All across social media, monkeypox patients are posting warnings. This is a painful, debilitating disease that you don't want to get.
I was in so much pain.
Right now, the vast majority of cases are in men who have sex with other men. It's rarely fatal, but activists in the gay community have mobilized.
I'm very confident that we can get ahead of it before the massive outbreak, given the community's fortitude and their resilience, and also learning from the mistakes of COVID.
And there is a vaccine. The CDC says it should be administered in 2 doses, 28 days apart, but there's not nearly enough of it.
Vaccination clinics like these are now popping up across the country, but critics say the Biden administration was very slow. At one point, leaving hundreds of thousands of doses of the vaccine that the U.S. already owns in Europe. So now officials are trying to stretch the vaccine. By administering it in a different way, they're hoping to get 5 doses out of 1 vial. But there could be a problem with that.
Weeks of drought have uncovered long-submerged archaeological relics around the world. They include ancient Buddhist statues in China and a rock formation known as the Spanish Stonehenge. Details in this report.
The prehistoric stone circle came into view when a dam in the Spanish province of Cáceres dropped to a quarter of its usual capacity. The stones were first discovered in 1926 and have only been fully visible 4 times since. The discovery is an unexpected side effect of the worst drought in Europe in decades. In Serbia, the River Danube is at its lowest level in nearly a century, revealing the wreckages of 20 German warships which were sunk during World War II.
This is what remains from the war between the army of the Soviet Union and the German war flotilla. There's about 10,000 kilograms of explosive devices here. We're not sure if they can explode, but you can imagine the problems if they do.
In Germany, the drought has exposed so-called hunger stones at sections of the River Rhine. Centuries ago, they were placed on dry riverbeds to warn future generations their exposure could signal famine.
That's what's been happening around the globe. We'll return to the shores of Grenada for a recap of tonight's top headlines. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. DDP quashed private criminal charges against Anderson and Keaton Peters. Chief Environmental Health Officer doubts possible linkage between water quality and gastro. New location for derelict vehicles as residents tag it unhealthy, unsightly, and a breeding ground for rodents. And in around the globe in the region, Guyana's president assures more jobs for Guyanese citizens, but fails to address pressing local issues. In international news, U.S. reports 30% surge in monkeypox cases in 1 week. In sports, Teddy shines, but rain forced a no result. We also looked at the NACAC championship results. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast tonight at 10 o'clock. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We're so glad you joined us tonight. Please stay safe until we meet again. Good night.